Very good afternoon to you watching the Daily Service Delivery Gauge on SABC 1 as well as the SABC News channel. Good afternoon once again. I'm Criselda Lewis. Thanks indeed for joining us.
And welcome to today's edition of the Daily Service Delivery Gauge. And signing up for us today is Fortune Wagamadlala. Now remember, with just 10 days to the local government polls, this is the show that continues to be your handy guide, and we of course ask you to participate in all of the conversations that we are having on the show. Today, the question of the day is now up on your screen. We are asking you on your Thoughts Thursday to send us any thoughts, opinions or concerns you have on service delivery in any part of the country. That's of course hashtag SDGage Daily, hashtag SABC News. Remember to keep your video clips coming to 083-272-8341. The Thursday edition of the Daily Service Delivery Gauge starts now.
A very good afternoon to you once again. Thanks for joining us. The homeless community in Durban delivered a manifesto with a list of demands to the political parties contesting the eThekwini municipality. The manifesto is part of a wider national homeless manifesto coordinated by the National Homeless Network. The eThekwini Metropolitan Municipality, created in the year 2000 and includes the city of Durban, part of Vulamehlo local municipality, was merged into eThekwini Metropolitan Municipality on the 3rd of August 2016.
Well, thank you very much. We are coming to you from the Dennis Haley Center here in Durban, where the homeless community has just concluded a meeting with the different political parties that are contesting the eThekwini municipality. They delivered a manifesto, a homeless manifesto, with the demands that they want to see happening in this city. They've broken it into 5 key areas, which is shelter. They also want access to health care. They want access to sanitation and ablution, equal treatment by local law and security forces, increasing economic opportunities. So those are the 5 key areas that they are focusing on. We understand that this national manifesto is going to be delivered across the metros in the country. But I have with me now one homeless gentleman who's going to break this down for us, the demands that they want. Sir, thank you very much for your time, my brother. Can you just briefly tell us what are the changes that you want to see happening in this city as a homeless person?
Okay, ngiyabingelela igama lami uSandile kwaMthembu. Ngifuna nje isishintshe njengoba homeless ngihlala emgaqweni. Into engifuna yenza kumasipala, ngifuna angenzela ngakhela indawo yokuhlala, ngibe nendawo yokuhlala, and kube khona indawo la khona ngithole nomsebenzi ngikwazi ukuthi ngiphile impilo engconywana nami. That's why sifuna lezo zinto lezo kwenzeke lokho. Umasipala ozongena manje.
Indlela iziphathimandla eziniphathe ngayo ungayichaza kanjani?
Iziphathimandla ngelezi siphethe ngayo angifuni uqamba amanga, ayikho inhle yona ngoba azisinikezi usizo lo selidingayo. Azisinikezi lento lesifuna ngoba ngaba sithi sifuna into zazidikelela zisinake thina because thina siyama homeless kanti nathi siyabantu, nathi siyafuna ukuphila njengabo.
Uyimisela ukuvota?
Yes, ngizimele ukuvota, ngizovota.
Ngobani?
Ngoba ngifuna ukuthi impilo yami ishintshe, mhlawumbe ngeke ngavota impilo yami izoshintsha ngiphuma emgaqweni nami ngami ngohlala endlini.
Well, you heard that gentleman saying that he wants shelter, he wants job opportunities, wants skills development so that he can be independent. Also saying that he is indeed going to vote, although he's not satisfied with some other things, but he is going to vote because each vote counts. And let me bring also the second gentleman, my brother. Give us your name and your surname. I saw you there selling posts. Just tell us, as a trader in the city of Durban, how law enforcement treating you?
Igama lami ngixoliso kwamavimbela, also homeless. Ngokudayisa ke lana ngisho ukuthi ama challenges esifacana nawo indaba ze permit. Ngiyazi ukuthi I permit iyadingakala kodwa kunesikhathi lana ufuna ukudayisa khona yabona izinto ukuthi ukwazi ukuphila, but labo bantu bayafika bathatha lezi zinto zenu bayifake kuma trucker wabo bahambe nazo bangixoshe endleleni bafuna ama permit, even angakwazi ukunderstand ukuthi ufuna ukuphila, ufuna ukudla, but kunabantu ababayekayo nje badayise noma kanjani.
Okay, ade ngikhuluma manje no politiki uqhulisekile impendulo enitholile?
Khona ngigculisekile kodwa noma ngingekho kangaka ukuthi ngigculisekile ngoba kunempendulo abangakaze bayiphendula yabo.
Well, there you have it, Griselda. One gentleman there saying that he is a trader in the streets of Durban. He sells books, second-hand books, but he says they have a challenge when it comes to getting permits so that they can trade. He wants the city to ensure that they are able to get their permits easily, saying that he's not satisfied, again, with how the city is running things. But, well, let's wait and see. He heard the responses from the different political parties, still not satisfied. Back to you in studio.
All right, let's chat a bit more about this now, homelessness and municipalities. Leona Pienaar, who is the CEO of Mold Empower Serve, an organization that assists homeless people. Leona joins us now live in studio. Leona, very good afternoon. Thanks for your time on the program. I mean, there's an estimated 200,000 homeless people in South Africa. I mean, what strategies can municipalities come up with to deal with the influx of homelessness and the level of homelessness that we see in South Africa?
Thanks, Griselda, and thanks for having us. I think it's such a multi-layered problem, homelessness. It's not a one type of problem. And during 2020, during COVID, I think the Department of Social Development, together with the municipality and other departments, realized that it is an interdepartmental problem. And we need all departments actually to take hands. So as much as social development is helping with subsidies, and you get Home Affairs that can come in and help with documents, and then you can get Labour to come in with training, and you can get housing to come in and help us build the housing ladder for South Africa, because there's such a big gap. But then the municipality side of it, what I think is really weakening the NGO sector in helping the homeless, is the fact that we pay institutional rates for utilities. So we really have to, we don't get that first kilowatts for free. We pay full. Our one shelter alone this year, we paid 1.2 million in utilities. So there's little left for developmental services.
What can be done to assist in this regard? I mean, municipalities could obviously, you know, look at ways to assist or to bolster the efforts that you're making towards dealing with you know, homelessness. In particular, I guess I would say in big metros. Many would move to these big metros, you know, in search of better opportunities. What kind of assistance would you be looking for?
I think that is the dilemma. Is we have such an influx, and now when so many people lose their jobs, there's even a bigger influx, and there's not enough housing solutions in terms of safe spaces, shelters, transitional housing, because you need to be able to move people from one phase to the next so that you can get them off the street. So you need that safe space as an entry level where newcomers can come if they can't find a place to stay. Otherwise, they become chronic homeless, and then the problem becomes even more difficult. So the municipality can come alongside us, and they have been trying. We have a task team in Johannesburg where we discuss these issues, but I think the challenge is there's not enough opportunities where they can sell their produce. So we teach them, for example, knitting and crocheting and other skills, but they don't have a place where they can go and sell. They don't have a place where they can sort out their papers. They don't have access to IDs all the time. They lose it on the streets because they often get attacked or harassed on the street by police enforcement.
Yeah. Are there enough programs, you know, in municipalities, you know, that would be able to assist the homeless in particular, you know, with issues such as this, where there's certain documentation you would need to access certain services? Are you finding that to be a challenge amongst municipalities at all? I
think so. I think the social development side of the municipality needs to come much more alongside the real issues that we're dealing with. I think there's certain projects they try and support, but their budgets are so limited. But the big impact will be if they can come alongside service delivery organisations like ourselves and the others in the homeless network, where we render a service, we prepare to run, we fundraise to run the services. So if the municipality can come alongside the NGO sector and say, our contribution is that there's at least a scale, that you don't have to pay the full scale, that at least the first couple of litres of water is free.
Leona, just very quickly, we're about to run out of time.
Sure.
Very interested as well as homelessness and the elections that are coming up. How have you been assisting as an organisation to perhaps try and make sure that those who want to participate in this process are able to do so and have the right documentation?
We try and get IDs. We tried for the whole of COVID year.
Yeah.
In 2020, the Department of Home Affairs did come out and they did assist a couple. There's so much more that we need to do in that regard. But we do allow the different parties to come and engage with the clients in our shelters. We've had a couple of parties already engaging. So we're open to that, and we try and help and assist where we can because we believe in democracy.
Absolutely. Leona, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time, of course. Leona Pienaar is the CEO of Mold Empower Serve, an organisation that is assisting the homeless. Of course, some of the challenges that they're experiencing pertaining to, some of the monies that they have to pay, which is runs into millions, she says, over and above the monies that they receive from some of those donating to them. And 200,000 people understood to be homeless in South Africa. That's the current figure that we have in South Africa. Take a short break here on the program. When we get back, we'll have much more. Stay with us.
So welcome back. You're still with the Daily Service Delivery Gauge, and this is Your Thoughts Thursday edition of the show, and of course it is all about you. We are now touching base with our caller. We've got Rose Tandega Makakula on the line. Rose, hello and welcome to the Daily Service Delivery Gauge. What's your comment for us today?
My comment is since 1997, Sishala Emakazini municipality. So there's no improvement, like because in Kule corner, then we always vote, but service deliveries as well totally like. Yes, in the like electricity and water, because this thing is affect now the time. She isn't applied to my grandmother, but azange athole ukuthi yena approve yothole ARDP. The main reason asazi ukuthi yini, because every time masiya kubo they promise but they don't deliver.
Yeah, mhlawumbe into ongafuna ukuyibona yenzeka siswami, mhlawumbe ushintsho ongafuna ukulibona yilophi?
Ushintsho ngifuna ukulibona lenzeka ukuthi my grandmother athole RDP, then athole electricity and water, because la hleli khona vele she doesn't have electricity and water.
All right. Sibonge kakhulu, sithembe ukuthi nazo ikhalazo zakho zizofinyelela futhi endlebeni eziright. Criselda, we've got another caller on standby.
Yes, we do. Mavis, good afternoon. You're next on the line. Thank you for coming through to the Daily Service Delivery Gauge. What is your comment this afternoon?
Hello.
Hello, Sis Mavis. Kunjani? What's your comment this afternoon?
I-comment yami ukuthi ifremehale municipalities ne-problem yamanzi mani poor service. Sicela basize ngamanzi.
Ninesikhathi esingakanani kunenkinga namanzi lapho sisi?
5 years siloku nje sisogola mama.
So nenza kanjani lapho amanzi niwathola kuphi?
Siwathedamini la kuphuza khona inkomo if awunamali yokuthenga lamatanki ama-300 so is a problem mama.
Inkinga mama. Umasipala yena uthini lapho masenibuza ukuthi kwenze njani?
Uhlala ethi basiza laba bathi bazongena manje bathi testing abazozela yona bazosiza ngamanzi.
Nina 5 years manje.
5 years mama siloku sisogola ngamanzi.
Nkosi yami. Siyabonga kakhulu ngecomment yakho Mavis basically from the Ephraim Mogale municipality saying that they have a problem with water and the municipality has been promising Mxolisi to fix that problem. That hasn't happened. They're sharing water with some of the animals, I think she said, in that area.
Yeah. And that's what we've been hearing.
And that's what we've been hearing. She says very distressed the community that she lives in.
So Jacob is also on standby. Good afternoon, Jacob. You are from the city of Johannesburg. It's great to have you on the show. Talk to us. What's your comment this afternoon?
Yes, my problem is I'm crying about the government. I'm staying in Lansbury Square Camp. It's been 24 years now. Since from 1994, they promised us that they will build us the RDP houses Till today, there's no RDP houses. You're staying in the shacks. There's no water. You only have primary schools. There's no high schools. Everything is far away from us. You're struggling a lot. Even the water, sometimes there's water, sometimes there's no water, you know. That's the main problem that I have with me. It's been 24 years. They're promising us that they will build the RDP houses. Even my mom is passed away. Even my dad passed away. We get promised till today. We're staying in the shack. It's for 24 years, from 1994.
24 years. Jacob, thank you so much for your call, and we hope, of course, it reaches, the right ears and something can be done about it. Now, remember, at the back of that, as our viewer, we have been asking you to interact with us by sending us your messages also via WhatsApp.
Lena ngabatsotsi bangoba mamasipala uthi masibavotele xa kufika imisebenzi apha kuthiwa i18 to 35 ungathiwa njena xa kugaywayo kuthiwe makuvotwe o18 to 35 sifuna lanto ukuthi hey aniphumeni kuthi benisisokolisa apha ngawugqaba ningasenzela izinto ningohlohlesa ke ningozitshela
molweni kakhulu ukhululekani lo ugwaxa Manifesto ndikehlanu kwa ward 13 ibhlungu ke ngoma sendiyibona ivela seyiphela kanjani lenqubo kodwa ke nami benifuna ukuveza wami umbono uba asiya noba sikweyiphithini indawo hlobo loba akho manzi akho ndlela akho mbani ehlane enyosini kwa ward 13 hayi kubi ilale nje ayiyo yodwa nje nisayibone nje hayi besicela uncedo bantu abadala kabathina sivota siphi na.
I'm residing here by Richards Bay. What is happening here by those people who are working for EPWP? Those people are people who are close to the ANC councillors. They don't hire anyone here. They're just looking for those who are connected or who knows the councillor.
Ngufezile mafumana mhla kwa-1 Rebekist umasipala wethu ndinika 10 out of 10 ngoba usifakele i-amaslide isibane isikolo slide indawo yonke kwindaba esingaboni kuzo usinika neplastic for inkukuma wasifakela nepaving so ndithi mna ndihamba nayo umasipala kwa-1 wethu ndiyavuyisana nayo.
There's a poor service delivery in the municipality where I come from, Konischaban local municipality. Residents they don't get water in time, so the municipality can take sometimes 3 months or 4 months or 5 months without providing water. So the service delivery is poor where residents they have to buy water, they have to use their own money to buy water. So I think the municipality must improve and give people water in time.
Well, thank you very much indeed for getting in touch with us via those videos as well as those calls. Let's take a look at what the socials have to say now. You've sent us some tweets through. Let's take a look. Jabulani Mkoko says 22 years without electricity at Tokyo Sekhuale informal settlement in Ivory Park.
Yeah, electricity and water seemingly the biggest problems that people are facing. Page say they must change the entire corrupt government in order to have good leadership and also changes within those political parties without resigning so that they may be able to deal with social and economic issues that needs to be changed in order to bring a better life for communities. They should also end global warming, crime, racism and increase employment opportunities.
Modisane says, good day. Yes, we got challenges in our municipality, which is called Twaying Municipality in Northwest. Sewer leakages, no water, high mass light are not working. Roads are not in good standard. Dwayne Pelindaba section. Thank you very much, Modisane, for getting in touch with us.
Heather says, still fighting a water bill for my pensioner parents. It's been over a year now. PMB municipality said they used 104,000 units in 1 month. They had a small leak which was repaired as soon as possible. But if 104,000 units was used, surely it would have been gushing all over.
Those municipal bills are also a problem. And Dwandwe says the Msunduzi municipality have failed us as residents. Waste department not collecting waste regularly and not cleaning the city at all. Msunduzi call centre, very disrespectful staff, not helping at all and not answering calls. Traffic officers not doing anything and not visible on the streets. And Dwandwe, thanks for getting in touch with us.
Skule says, hi, Criselda and Mko. Corruption here in Durban is very bad.
Do we have another one on us? Sayanda says, good afternoon, guys. My home province of Eastern Cape, the two small towns I'm in between, it's where we do shopping and challenge. It's the road between Indwe and Gala. Ayanda, thank you very much indeed for getting in touch with us. We really appreciate your time. And that's where we're going to have to leave it today.
Of course. That's all for the Thursday edition of the Daily Service Delivery Gauge. Thank you so much for your participation on all of our social media platforms. We do this again next week at 4:30. Remember to tune in to Sakina Kamwendo on Sunday at 8 o'clock, right?
That's right, 8 o'clock for the Service Delivery Gauge. And she'll be focusing on some of the other municipalities as well. And we'll hear what the concerns of that particular area are. We'll see you again on Monday. But don't forget to catch the Service Delivery Gauge on Sunday with Sakina Kamwendo.
Thanks for watching. Till next time. Cheers.
Good afternoon.